Hello, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 Exotics video. This is going to be the top 5, not 10, because I wanted it to be 5 last time, but the list got a little long, for Hunter. This is going to be the top 5 exotics. I sourced with my local Hunter main for these, so I'm assuming these are going to be the best. I also play Hunter a little bit. As you can see, I have the funny loadout. But, while we're here, actually, number 1. Gear Falcons. Gear Falcons is easily, right now at least, one of the best Hunter exotics. Your void weapons gain volatile after you come from being invisible. That's any invisibility. Yours, friends, it does not matter. As long as you turn invisible, you get volatile. When you're invisible and defeat a combatant using a finisher, all of your weapons gain bonus damage. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. When you're invisible and defeat a combatant using a finisher, comma, all of your weapons gain bonus damage. You and your nearby allies gain a reserve overshield and improved class ability regen. These reserve overshields can be deployed by using the class ability. So it's like kind of a charged overshield, I guess. You can kind of throw it out whenever. I actually didn't know it did that until reading that. But Gear Falcons is insane. We're mostly using it for the volatile rounds and the invisibility and the bonus damage. The other part I actually didn't know. But if you throw Gear Falcons on with Void, you can have infinitely running volatile rounds. Throw in Stylish, because every time you're invisible, defeating a volatile target gives you invisibility. Invisibility gives you volatile, so it's an infinite loop with this as long as you kill the target within your volatile timer. So what I'm running for this, 4 times, 1 for all, not the best, but Retrofit Escapade with Wither Horde, because Wither Horde counts for the damage to proc volatile. So you throw these together, this is insane. Next on our list of exotics is Calibans Hand. Calibans Hand, your procs knife scorches targets it damages with its explosion or ignites targets on a final blow. After you throw your procs knife, you gain increased melee regen until the knife explodes. So you can keep your melee basically up all the time. And I'm assuming if you build around this correctly, you can have infinite grenades, or that is just what this does, is give you infinite grenades. The next on our list, Assassin's Cowl. Assassin's Cowl, powered melee final blows grant invisibility and restore a portion of your health and shields, which is very good. Finishers and final blows against more powerful targets increase the duration of invisibility and the amount of health and shields you gain, which is really good. This is good in, like, I'm imagining high-end content, Legend and Master Lost Sectors, GMs probably as well. Assuming you want to get in for finishers or powered melee, which I would imagine for hunters this would count for the slide uppercut from Arc. I think it's this. Yeah, your slide uppercut, I imagine it would work for that as well, so you can do it from like a little bit of a distance so you don't get too crazy. But yeah, Assassin's Cowl, very good. I think it is definitely up there in exotics. Alright, next we have a fan favorite, Omni Oculus. Now this one, you gain a second smoke bomb charge and have damage resistance while invisible. Very good for the Crucible or for higher end content when you're trying to get away and they're still shooting at where you were. When you make an ally invisible, they gain DR while invisible and you get melee energy, so it's worth to, like, you know, throw one at your friend, throw one at yourself. Both of you get damage resistance so you can get out of a sticky situation. And also, you can kind of keep your melee up, getting more melee energy and such, which is what your smoke bomb is on, I'm pretty sure. Alright, next we have another fan favorite, Star Eater Scales. You gain additional super energy from orbs of power you pick up. While your super is full, picking up an orb of power overcharges your super, causing you to gain a burst of healing when cast, and a bonus to your super damage. At max overcharge, you also get an overshield. So you get big damage, big shield, and healing. So that's 3 things that you're going to want all at once, basically. And these, I want to say they're at 4 orbs right now for maximum. It used to be 8 because they nerfed it a little bit, but it's back to 4, I believe. So this isn't too bad. I actually run this on my character pretty regularly. I'll run this. And then I'll run it with Blade Barrage. Excuse me. And I'll run Parasite with this, because I also have Gunpowder Gamble on my Solar class. And so you'll stack those together, get your Omega Super Damage, Omega Gunpowder Gamble, and Gummy Worm, which is or Parasite, sorry, I call it the Gummy Worm gun, which is just massive damage, and it makes your output go through the fucking roof, basically. And I also use Thermite because I'm pretty sure it's the highest damaging solar grenade in the game. But in higher end stuff, I'll throw on Healing Grenade just so I have a little bit more sustain. But, yeah, that's it for the list. Now for our honorable mention, which a lot of people might give me. I meant to add this into the Titan one as well, because this is going to be all 3 classes. But the Aeon Gears, they changed the way they worked a while back, and now you have these sects you can do. And they all do things like, the one that I have on here, Rapid Precisions, increased reload speed and swap speed, stun a champion or mini-boss, nearby fire team gets grenade and melee energy. If you don't have it, don't have this role specific, you get super energy. And then this one, precision takedowns give an orb to your allies. When you use a finisher on an elite, you generate ammo for your special ammo for your team. When you use a finisher on a boss or mini-boss, you gain heavy ammo for your team. And if they don't have insight, they also gain bonus weapon damage. And then vigor, gain ability energy as your allies die. Gain full ability when you resurrect an ally. So dodge in, res them, dodge out. When you cast your super, nearby allies will instantly gain a burst of healing. Aeon cult members who do not run vigor also will gain an overshield on top of the burst of healing. So these, I feel like, are one of the more slept on exotics because they're not that bad. I think this is one of the more, where did it go? I think Aeon Gear for all 3 classes, to be honest, is slept on and needs to be like, it needs to get out there more because it's not bad anymore. They fixed it and now they're pretty good, and they're even stronger when you have them together. And I haven't used them in a build yet, but I do have them on my Hunter because I am planning to make a build video around them at some point. Same with I think that's it. But the Aeon Gears for right now, I'm looking to make a build video with, but more people need to use them, man. They're not bad anymore. They got fixed. And they're actually pretty solid. And if you're running invisibility build, or like in Crucible, Graviton could be on this list as one of the better, because it makes your ability increase, the effective invisibility is increased, and while you're invisible, your melee is faster and your weapons reload faster, and you get a boost to your recovery, so you can, like, you know, red, dodge, get away, get your healing back up. I have 65. I don't know how much of an increase this gives you, but if you're running Void, it'd be good to try them out. But, yeah, this is my list for the top 5 exotics for the Hunter class. I do have a separate video coming for Crucible, so I didn't forget the Crucible exotics, like Stompies and a few others. But, I have a different video coming for all 3 for the Crucible gear, so that will be coming. Check that out later this week, maybe. But, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.